Welcome to your daily writing habit, episode number 975. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me on the web, search Christine Inc., I-N-K, like that stuff we write with. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 20 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can even turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Celebrations infuse life with passion and purpose. They summon the human spirit. Terrence E. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy holiday week for those of you celebrating. And now that we've completed our Pandemic Stories series on Mondays, moving forward, I think we're going to have Mindset Mondays for the foreseeable future. As I say in the show opener every day, my three pillars for turning non-authors into authors are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. And I see for myself every day as an author and while coaching authors, how these three things work together in beautiful tandem, kind of their own little symphony. The book writing process at times requires all three of those things. And having the right mindset puts you in the right headspace to make the other two things, writing fundamentals and productivity habits, work. So here is today's author mindset tip. And first, I want to share a quick story with you. A story of the book coaching client who recently holed up in a luxury suite on the Las Vegas Strip, hell-bent on finishing his rough draft of his first book. And at first I thought, well, that's an interesting choice, since I think most authors would be more likely to sequester themselves in the proverbial cabin in the woods to do this. But once he finished and then prepared to celebrate his awesome accomplishment, I got it. I went, oh, finish the book in Vegas, celebrate your accomplishment in Vegas. So that was pretty good foresight on his part. And by the way, this is something I highly recommend for all authors, celebrating all the milestones of your author, of your book writing journey, even in little ways. Celebrations can get us through the hard stuff, get us through the obstacles, as we all know, the many, many obstacles in the book writing process. Always remember, stop and celebrate. So anyway, my genius book coaching client finished his rough draft and celebrated Vegas style, because I suppose if you finish your book in a cabin in the woods, like, what are you going to do? Go hug a bear? Which seems kind of dangerous. So the other thing I want to point out is as much as I know he was tempted to, my client did not immediately rush from the writing of his rough draft right into the editing phase, which of course will come next. Because rough draft writing and editing are two entirely different chapters of the book writing journey. So I'm really glad to hear that he is adding a wall of separation between those two chapters. So to summarize today's mindset tip, first, celebrate your wins and benchmarks along your book writing journey. Nobody is going to do this for you. Nobody's going to arrange the party, book the party hall, do all the things. It is up to you to consciously stop. Notice that you've accomplished something that most people never will. A lot of people talk about writing books. Most people never will do it. Really carve out that celebration for yourself. Acknowledge yourself. Even if this means just treating yourself to your favorite meal, buying a book or a few from your Amazon shopping cart, do something to reinforce to your often frustrated creative brain, this is worth it. We're doing a hard thing, but it's also leading to something really, really good. So celebrate those moments along the way. The second part of the mindset tip, create some space between the writing and editing phases of your book. As I've discussed in past episodes, writing and editing are two different mental processes, two different writing processes. Writing-wise, mindset, productivity, they're very, very different. So take a break between the two. Maybe take a week of napping, which sounds glorious, and then write a new strategy to tackle the editing phase of your book. You likely had some sort of strategy that guided you through the rough draft writing, hopefully, of your book. So now you'll need a new strategy to tackle the editing phase with weekly page editing goals, your book style guide, a checklist of things you'll be focusing on, things you're concerned about during editing, all the things you'll need to have a successful and hopefully sane editing process. And who knows, being the book project management nerd that I am, I might even be inspired to invent an editing checklist or strategy or some sort of template to help you all do that. So if you would be interested in such a thing, please chime in my Inc. Authors group on Facebook. I always put the link in the show notes. Let me know if such an editing kind of checklist or strategy would be helpful for you. In the meantime, write on, edit on, and celebrate on. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. Until tomorrow, happy writing.